right, Fantasia Fest continues. I have been at work for days on end. We haven't had any time to record. Not that you missed us, because all of our reviews are under embargo anyway. So this is completely pointless. Let's talk about Redux. Redux, the new film from the directors behind The Block Island Sound, a film that I saw, that Kaylee did not. I quite enjoyed. And you have no opinion on because you didn't see it.
Nope, I have not seen it.
But I was looking forward to this one because I thought that, they have a lot of talent. And I wanted to know what they do next. And what they did next is a film about a girl who travels the multiverse looking to kill her kid's killer over and over and over again. She definitely has a purpose besides that, but we'll let the rest, the film explain that as you watch it. So, yeah, I mean, this has definitely got that indie feel. It reminded me a bit of something like Primer. She's got this like coffin-sized traveling box that she uses, and that's definitely something that I hope people get in the spirit of the film for, because this is that type of film where you just take that stuff at face value. You don't overthink it. Don't ask too many questions. Don't think. It's just, this is the device she uses. She can travel through dimensions with it. She's going into alternate realities, and kind of reliving the same day, but in an alternate reality where things are different, but not really all that different. Which is one aspect I did quite like about this film, is that she's traveling. So, like, as far as the, like, multi-dimension type of concept, right? The infinite realities. In that theory, it's like every single possible thing that could happen will happen. Where it's like, I could pick up this remote right now, or I don't. Right? It can be, oh, there goes my thumb. It can be these, like, I'm having twitching thumb issues right now. It can be something super minor, like nothing at all. It would affect almost nothing. Or it could be something major. And I love that, she kind of keeps reliving this same day, almost like a Groundhog Day. But there's these very, very minor differences. And that was one really cool aspect of the film. But overall, I was a big, big fan of this one. This one really worked for me.
Yeah, I thought this film was rad. I think that it's a great concept. I think it's executed really well. I love the performance of our main characters in this. I think that they did a fantastic job, and they had, really great chemistry. There's some really funny teenager line delivery by one of the characters, and just great stuff going on. And the fact that this mom is going through so many dimensions to avenge her daughter is, there's some revenge wish fulfillment type of thing going on, because I think any parent who, if your child was killed, I mean, I feel this way about our kids, but also about my sister, about you. You would want revenge. You would want that person dead.
Sure.
And it wouldn't be enough if you knew that there were other versions of them out there existing and either still killing people or even just being happy or whatever it might be. So I just think the concept is very, very cool. And, it's a low budget film to an extent, but I think that the budget is used really well.
Yes.
And it's not something noticeable, at least for me. We watch a lot of lower budget films, but I think anybody watching this wouldn't necessarily find that it had a low budget feel to it. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. Sometimes people are a little bit more sensitive to that type of thing, I guess. But I thought it looked great.
It's got an indie feel for sure, but it's got way more style and atmosphere to it than the previous film we just discussed, which I'm sure had, 5 times the budget
Yeah.
this did. It had a Witchboard remake is the film we're talking about. But yeah, to compare it to something like that, that's where the passion comes in. That's where attention to detail and caring about your project and putting real style and effort into it. I really like how the concept is handled in pretty much in all the ways. We do some world building with this kind of universe jumping network, so to speak, and I like how that's handled. There's a pairing here which I really liked a lot, and I would liken it to some of my favorite stories because I am an absolute sucker for these types of stories with these 2 pairings of characters, and I think that really helped the film a lot. Jim Cummings is in this, which was cool.
Yeah.
He isn't in it a ton, and I think the film goes in some places that you won't expect because you'll think you have certain things figured out. Now, the film is somewhat predictable. I'm not going to say that it isn't. So I don't want to make it seem like there's twists that you won't see coming and oh my god, you're going to be blown away and this and that. That's not the case. There is things going on here that are predictable, but for me it didn't matter because it felt like the logical conclusion.
Yeah, it did, and it's also a very satisfying film. So even though there might be some predictability to certain aspects, overall I think that you'll walk away feeling really happy with how the story is handled. At least that's how I felt.
Sure, and the performances,
super satisfied.
as you said, are fantastic.
Fantastic from everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
really cool stuff.
She definitely comes off as well as you can, since no one has ever experienced this in reality. But she definitely made me believe this is someone who has traveled the multiverse many times, and is just a completely broken at her core character, and I think that's really well explored when she kind of touches upon that. I
totally agree.
Multiple times.
She was also reminding me. She kind of looks like I always forget this actress's name, but from Fringe.
Oh, that's not who I thought you were going to say.
Oh, really?
That's funny.
What's her name?
There's another actress.
I'm totally blanking on her name, but she was really giving me that vibe, and she looked a bit like her to me, but very strong character, very broken character too. Really interesting combination of both of those elements, and something that I love to see. I think that this is a really cool female character. I think this kind of role is one that you would expect a guy in, like a father figure. The mom losing their child in any way is always that, like, don't mess with that one. But I guess I'm thinking of the film Taken, like a guy going after and seeking revenge. And I really like that it's the mom in this case doing something similar as far as wanting to kill the killer of her child.
Yeah, but I do want to stress here, though, that at no point in this film does it feel like this character was written for a man and then gender swapped.
No.
This is very much a female role, and everything is written that way. This does not feel like, some 2025 film that's like just trying to make it a strong female character instead of the traditional guy character. Not that I honestly give a shit. I'm not that kind of guy that's like, oh my god, this movie's woke or something stupid like that. I'm just saying that this is absolutely supposed to be a woman.
Yes.
And the way that it's written, it makes sense that she is a woman.
Yeah.
Right? Where she doesn't have any, like, overly masculine qualities that you, as the viewer, are like, okay, like, I get it. Men and women are equal. It never feels like that at all.
She's a really believable female character. I think it's just a really well-written character.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to mention that because I really liked that part of it.
It's also very important, too, for a number of reasons for the story, but also for the film to have some variety to it. I really liked that they tackled this idea of a multiverse as opposed to a time machine where she goes over and over the same moment and she's just reliving the exact same day. The variation on the multiverse and the fact that kind of anything can be different, and there's these small variations from the color of a cup to something much grander than that, where every time she comes back it's like, oh, like, what's it gonna be this time, how is it gonna be different, and it can always vary, and in like how big of a variation it is, which I really liked, and I always felt it made the film feel exciting.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I think it's handled very well, and it's not handled in, sometimes multiverse things get really ridiculous. Like, what is it? What is that movie? Everything Everywhere All at Once, where that's like a really fun multiverse, crazy stuff happening. It's not like that. It's very grounded, but there are differences that occur that affect the story and how she's handling things and what happens and all of that, and I do think it's very well handled. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you are a big sci-fi thriller fan who likes films where people either time travel or go through the multiverse in some kind of device that they either have created or have access to, and you like revenge films, and you like films that have good character pairings and an authentic feel with good acting and a unique storyline that feels fresh enough and is very satisfying in its conclusion, there's your film. I mean,
yeah,
who wouldn't like all that stuff?
I know.
There are some people.
Yeah.
But
if you would
hopefully
like
it's not you. Hopefully you're the person that's like, yes,
definitely a film
added to the list
to check out and support. Very creative, lots of passion. Clearly, people that made this cared about it, and we for sure recommend it. We really enjoyed it.
You know, what would be cool is to release
different
another
versions.
Review of this film.
Oh, I thought you were
like every day.
That would be
for the next week. And do it almost identically the same, but like your cup is just different.
That would be trippy.
And you're like wearing glasses and you're not wearing glasses.
Different glasses.
I'm wearing a different shirt.
Yeah.
I'm a different guy.
That's too much.
I'm not here, you're just here.
Not by myself.
Vice versa.
Creepy.
That'd actually be pretty funny.
We don't have time to do that, so that's not going to happen, but...
It would have been a cool idea.
Maybe in another reality we do that, though.
We are doing this right now.
Probably somewhere. Reality. That's why we thought of it. Because it's happening somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I guess look for that version.
Travel the multiverse and tell us how we did there.
Yes.
And tell us how we did here. And watch the movie.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.